Howdy, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wendt, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And today I'm joined with Benjamin. Benjamin's traveling all the way down from mainland Hawaii to get his first ring dinger today. Benjamin is an ex-Marine, so we thanked him for his service. He's done a lot of crazy things over the life in the Marines and living out in Hawaii. Fell off some trees when he was younger and were in some accidents where he actually had a left shoulder dislocation too as a young child. But Ben's primary complaint today is going to be some upper thoracic and rib cage issues that he's been dealing with for quite a while now. And some chiropractic treatments in Hawaii have provided some relief for you, but it's really only that temporary relief that you've found so far. Right. So before we even get started with the adjustments today too, I'd like you to discuss a little bit about what you've experienced so far with the history, the orthopedic neurological exam, and how that compares to other chiropractors that you've seen in the past.
Oh yeah, like I've gone to more than a few chiropractors in my time, and actually some of the tests that Tristan did on me this morning, just testing certain neurological parts of my body and other things I've never actually had done before with other chiropractors. So just right off the bat, I'm already feel like there's more more knowledge or maybe more science behind it.
And we gave you that report of findings. We let you know everything that was going on with you and why we were going to be treating.
Even knew I was a side sleeper on my left side, like just by looking at me.
I guess let's show them how we know that then.
Yeah.
We'll look at that posture analysis first. So Ben, I'll have you close those eyes for me. Bend the head forwards and backwards. Good. Back all the way back as far as you can. Good. And back to neutral. Ben's here for once a day for 3 days, so we'll get to do some update videos with him if he wants later on in the week. And the reason I know he's a side sleeper is because we got some forward head posture and right cervical translation. And then earlier we had some left pelvic translation. You kind of centered out after all those orthopedic neurological tests we did today. But again, he's not coming in with not very severe conditions, but these are chronic in nature. They've been giving you some problems for quite a while, and you're looking to get over that hump and find some long-term relief with these things, aren't you?
Correct.
So let's help you out today then, Ben. So since it's your first visit, I'm gonna have you go face down here under the Biophysics table because I want to get a feel for your spine before I go and put you on the ring dinger table and decompress you. So he's short on the right side by about 1/8 of an inch, but as we bring him up, it gets longer by that same distance, and Ben already knows that tightens up in that low back and pelvis right there. And we've gone over all these tests already. I'm just showing you for the videos here as well. Because Ben, I want you to remember what that feels like there. We're going to do that same test after all these adjustments, okay? So you've got the easy job today, Ben. All you got to do is breathe and relax, okay, my friend? Okay. So I'm going to start on that right SI joint. Loosen this up a bit. Not nearly as big as the first patient we had in here today. There we go. Now sacrum. And then lift that side joint. Pressure okay?
Yes.
So Ben, I'm going on to L5 now, and these will be the most tender here at first, but that's because they've never been adjusted like this, okay? I need you to take that nice deep breath in through that nose for me. Good. Two. Perfect. Last one here, Ben. Yes, sir. A little deeper in person, huh?
Yeah.
So already, just after those lumbar and pelvic adjustments, he is exactly even, which tells me that that is a functional leg length deficiency, not a structural leg length deficiency. Does that feel any easier in that low back and pelvis, Ben?
A little bit, yeah.
Not as tight as the first time we did it, huh?
No.
So now I'm gonna move into your lower thoracics here, and then we're gonna work into the upper thoracic and rib cage area. Big breath in for me. All the way out. Good, another big one here. All the way out, really let those shoulders just kind of sink and drop for me. There we go. So I'm gonna keep working my way up here. You just keep with those nice deep breaths, all right, Ben? Oh boy. And I'll have you scoot down just a touch for me, actually. So down the table just a bit. There we go. Help those shoulders relax around the table for these upper thoracic adjustments. And because he has some palpatory tenderness and some elevation on this left-hand side. Michelle, I'm actually going to switch sides with you for this one, because I want the majority of my pressure to be coming from this left to right position here, where that thoracic spine and rib cage. Big breath in for me, all the way out. Really let those shoulders just drop and sink for me, Ben. Good. I know you felt that movement.
Yeah.
Not always getting that same satisfying loud popping and clicking, but that movement underneath my hand right there is exactly what I'm looking for. The popping and clicking is just a side effect to most adjustments. Good. We'll take care of the rest of that upper thoracic region on the ring dinger table, all right? Okay. So next you're gonna feel your head popping up underneath you. And remember the forward head posture I showed you in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
This is where we work on it in this office. Same thing there, you felt that movement, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Have you go face up for me now, please, sir? All right, so for these next ones here, maybe you go arms out to the side like a big old T, and maybe you scoot down about an inch. Perfect. Making sure these thoracic pieces are setting the right tension for you as well. Clavicles are next. And I'm making sure to take extra care of this area because that was one of the other reported symptoms that Ben and I talked about. Because of the upper thoracic and rib cage issues he's been having in the T3, T4 area, he also gets that same tension and stiffness sensation in his sternum. Mm-hmm. So even in the mornings, he expressed that when he gets out of bed, you kind of feel like you need to stretch and almost elevate yourself to get that pop and relief sensation in that sternum. That's why we're making sure and taking extra care of that rib cage. Get all these joints moving. Last one here, Ben. Big breath in for me. All the way out. Good. Have you relax those hands on your tummy next for me? I'm going to start by decompressing you from the lower end first today. So all you need to do is let this leg go like a limp rag here for me, okay? Good. So Ben, you should have felt that from the knee all the way up into that hip and low back, did you?
Yeah, I felt my lower back.
You look like you could take a nap there already, huh? So same thing on this side, Ben. Good. Did you feel it up into the hip as well?
Yeah.
Good. All right, so I hope you up here next. We're gonna swing around and face Michelle. So you take a seat just like we did for the orthopedic neurological classes. This is where I'm gonna work on the shoulders, elbows, and wrists, and then we'll decompress you. The one you really came all the way from Hawaii for, huh? Mm-hmm. And we don't have any practicing team ring dinger docs in Hawaii right now. So if you know of anybody over there that is interested in this technique and wants to provide this same adjustment for those patients in Hawaii, I'll have you look up at the ceiling for me. There we go. Make sure you send them on over so that way Dr. Johnson can train them and they can provide the ring dinger back in Hawaii for you there. Obviously, you're welcome in Houston anytime. Mm-hmm. We want you to have that follow-up care a little bit easier to get to. Oh boy. Move the earth on that one, huh?
Yeah.
So next we're gonna go through the elbows and wrists. I want you to relax that shoulder there for me. Good. And you've been getting into more rock climbing and wall climbing to get active again, correct?
Correct.
Have you noticed that increase any of the symptoms or tensions in the wrists or elbows at all?
In my right shoulder, there's a little discomfort.
Not there anymore, huh?
No.
Man. That wrist needed it.
Actually, I think I've been having right wrist
some tension and stiffness.
Tension when I'm climbing too.
Right. Switch sides with me. Relax that shoulder there for me. Good. Makes it easier on this end. Last one here. All right, so Ben, we're gonna stand you up. Now next we're gonna get you on the ring dinger table.
All right.
This is gonna save me from back surgery at 19 years old right here.
All right.
Go ahead and go butt here, head up this way for me. Because you found us through YouTube, correct?
Correct.
That's exactly how I found Dr. Johnson too, when I was suffering with a disc herniation in my low back.
Oh, wow.
I tried other chiropractors, physical therapy, acupuncture, you named it, I tried it and couldn't find any relief. So I got in here with Dr. Johnson, got my very first ring dinger. And since that day, that's what has made me passionate about helping people just like yourself and providing this technique. So these pins here, Ben, are going to be very, very tight, and they need to be, okay? Got you locked and loaded now. Don't get any skinnier next time you come back to Houston, because we won't be able to fit you into the pins then. So for this one, Ben, all I need you to think about is keeping those teeth together. You don't need to clench them together. Just kind of touch them so that tongue doesn't get between there. Why don't you take that same nice deep breath in through the nose for me. Good, then all the way out. And wiggle that right big toe for me, okay, Ben? Oh, boy. Yes, sir. Home run on that. Deep breaths in through the nose. And all the way out. Blow that air out for me. Good. Let those legs sink and relax into the table. Let that belly kind of sink and relax. Yeah. Trust me, I know exactly what you're going through right now, and that's why I like to give patients a second after their very first ring dinger to let it all sit in. Because Ben, you should have felt that all the way down, did you?
Yeah.
Probably felt a lot in that upper thoracic junction, huh?
Yeah. It was a lot of upper and a lot of neck.
Yep. So your brain is going to register and feel those sensations where you need the most decompression. So you'll notice too that even on the subsequent visits tomorrow and Wednesday, that these adjustments will get deeper, but they will actually get easier with each adjustment too. Because we are tearing loose scar tissue and fibrotic adhesions that have been forming over the years and years of you being in the Marine Corps and living out in Hawaii. So next I'm going to go upper right hand side right there. Have you tilt with me. And we're going to look over that left shoulder. Good. Same thing here, but on the left side. And way down here on the left.
Oh.
How do you spell relief, huh? Crack. So is it everything that it's lived up to be in the videos, Ben?
Yes, sir.
This is why I'm excited to see patients from all over the country and all over the world, because you see what it's like on video and everyone always kind of wonders, is it what you see? Is it that sensation? And is it that relief that a lot of patients get in the office? And now you're in here firsthand getting to find out for yourself.
Oh, it feels so much better.
So Ben, let's get you in front of the mirror here and see how much taller we made you. When you were younger, it was your parents' job to straighten you out. Now it's my turn, huh?
Yep.
Look at the spacing already in the pelvis there. Look how much further that head is up over our shoulders. Nice and squared off like you're in the military again there. You see that?
Yeah.
Standing at attention. So Ben's gonna be in town for the next couple days getting a few of these adjustments done. Have you relaxed that head for me?
Okay.
I'll bring you into a little bit of flexion because this is gonna help relax any of those tight paraspinal muscles, okay? So we'll make sure and shoot some follow-up videos with Ben just to make sure that you guys can get updates on how he's doing and how he responds to the 3 visits here. And you can share this experience with any chiropractors that you go back to and see in Hawaii and get them to come over here and do this training with Dr. Johnson themselves.
All right.
Because again, they'll be the first ones providing this specific technique in Hawaii, and they're gonna get a lot of attention and a lot of patience because of that.
I agree.
So the next thing we're gonna work on here is gonna be the foundation exercise in which we build all the other educational things off of this.
Okay.
Okay? So this one's 3 parts. Part 1 is shoulders up, all the way back as far as you can, kind of like you're giving me a hug from behind there. Good. Part 2, I want you to watch my chin. It's gonna go straight back to the wall behind me. Good. And now look at the wall behind you. Yes, sir, just like that. You've definitely been watching the videos, huh? You moved it. Relax those shoulders for me, Ben. And then one more time, just bend that head forwards and backwards. Good. Much better range of motion already, too. Remember how when you did the flexion and extension a while ago, you felt that kink up there at the end?
Yeah.
It doesn't do it anymore, huh?
No. I think you got that.
So Ben, How would you rate the one adjustment here compared to some of the other chiropractors or some of the other things that you've done for the chronic issues in that upper thoracic and rib cage area?
That's easy. Best adjustment I've ever had, or session I get. Yeah.
So would you say it was worth that trip from Hawaii to come over here
For
and
sure.
figure out what the ring dinger was all about?
Absolutely.
We'll
Yeah.
take one step back here from Ms. Shiloh. So again, thank you so much for coming out and trusting us and watching the videos and being a crack addict. We thank everybody out there for watching and following along and keeping up with Ben's story here throughout the week. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wendt, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas, and we'll see you guys soon.